Welcome to the exclusive interview with Nigerian musician and actor FAZE. Tell us about your family background.
My family background, we're about 6 boys, 3 girls. I'm a twin to a girl, and then we have 2 sets of twins again, last born rather, basically. So we're just basically 9, mommy and daddy, 10, 11.
This your daughter.
How was growing up like?
Mommy, oh, your daughter.
It was good. My mom and dad actually did well. They made sure we all went to school, made sure we all read, at least up to an extent, and they made sure we all attended church and always prayed. So it was good for us in the family, and even as little that they have, as little as they had, they still did their best to make sure we did what we need to do in school and did everything that was right. That's it about the family.
Daddy, oh, your daughter.
How did you venture into music?
Oh, your daughter.
Okay, it was a child's play thing then. I was just alone, as FAZE alone then. I was a rapper. I wasn't actually singing. I was actually rapping, and that was the trend in my hood, Festic town. We had a couple of people, Raw Forget and Raw, a couple of people, you know, Daily on the Ground. I can remember a lot. So I woke up with to do with singing and rap with them rather. So I think I started singing when I started finding out my friends. I met up in Black and Two-Face. I put myself into it because I heard them sing and I go, come on, I need to be on this singing aspect. Everybody's going to rap. Let's change the phase of music. At that moment, I did it, and I hooked up with them. That's how I started from there, and here I am today.
Uncle, oh, this your daughter.
Tell us about your time with Plantashun Boyz.
Back at Plantashun Boyz, I was just FAZE alone. Then I met them. I met Blackface first of all. I think I watched them on Kalipe's show. That was some time back. 12 them. I'm like, these guys are good. I need to hook up with these guys. And like I said initially, rap was the in thing in my hood, Festic town. I wanted to actually change and do something different. I met them. I met Blackface first of all, and then Blackface. I gave him a song. I tricked him to it. I gave him a song. Listen to the song. It was one of my songs called "Can't Live Without Your Love." I gave it to him. Listen to it. I said, "Listen to this guy. What do you think about this guy?" And Blackface said, "Okay, you listen to the guy. I said, this guy's good." I said, "This guy sounds good." And can we meet this guy? And then I never met Two-Face. I hadn't seen Two-Face. Then we made an appointment when Two-Face was around. I then met him, and then I played the song for him. It was like, also, "Oh, this guy's good. It's really doing good." And I told him, "Look, the guy is me right in front of you." He was like, "No." Then I had to sing, and I was shocked that it's true. I was actually saying the truth, and found out from there. I don't know how it happened. We hooked up. I was playing lyrical odds before we got the name FAZE, and it came through because we're having Black and Two-Face. Then it would sound nice when you have lyrical odds, FAZE and Blackface, and Two-Face and Blackface. So it sounds better when you say FAZE, Two-Face and Blackface, and we did it, and that's how it came up. And I joined Plantashun Boyz. Yeah.
What caused the breakup?
And go solo. I mean, I don't like to talk about my past. That's what about me. I believe my past only made me stronger. You know, I don't want to talk about my past. I'll say it's done. We all went solo, and we are doing good solo. That's what I'll say about Plantashun Boyz.
How is your relationship with Baba and Blackface now?
Clean like ever water. Say she said, from my head to her waist to her legs.
Oh, awesome, great, wonderful, you know, amazing, you know. Just like in life, we all have issues. We argue sometimes. Especially me and Blackface, we argue a lot sometimes. You know, when me and Two-Face are easy going, we flow. Sometimes we argue little things. That's just normal arguments and all that. But we're all fine. We're good. Sometimes I'm at Blackface's place. I'm at Two-Face's place. You know, Two-Face has something to do. He calls me, I come there. Sometimes I call him up and I coincidentally picks up the phone. I say, oh, wait, you know, my picking birthday, sure now. I will say, okay, good, I'll come through and all that. If I have something to do, I say, you know, where you did, sure, he comes through. And then Blackface, the same thing too. You know, that's what happens. So we're good, pretty good together.
Say you believe me when I say you mean the world to me.
What do you think about the tension that exists between Blackface and Baba?
I like the way you do me, 'cause you always got me going wild.
I've been asked this question several times, you know, and I keep saying to people, yeah, I know Blackface is bitterly hurt inside, but I spoken to him on his own aspect. I spoke to him, in a different aspect, and I spoke to Two-Face on his own aspect too, and he gave me his idea, and Blackface gave me his idea of what he feels has happened and all that. What I just keep saying is, families have issues. They will always settle one of these days. You know, like brothers and sisters always have issues. Friends will have issues. If they're still good friends, been there for a long time, you should be able to sort it out. So I'm just like, okay, guys, let's do this. You guys try and make this thing work out. And I know definitely one day it's going to be okay. Yeah, it's not going to be easy, but I know it's going to be okay.
People say that the lack of money made you quit music for a while. What can you say about that?
Not really, because you can even have all the money you have in the world, and if the song is not right, you're not going to come out right. You know, and I know a lot of people have been spending money on a particular project or particular artist, and it's been going and going, and money's been thrown into thin air. I think I actually sat down to get the songs right, so that when I'm putting in money, the money is not thrown into thin air. And that's what I did. I listened to a lot of songs, the lots of songs that have been raining right now. It's kind of sound that's been played, and try my whole best not to change from who I am, FAZE, in the song. If I'm on up-tempo, I'm on the reggae side, I'm still remain FAZE. That's what it is. So it's beyond money. Some people do songs without putting money into it, and it goes. So I don't think it's money that should be an issue. It's the song, the right song. That's what it is.
The music industry has evolved. What comeback strategy do you have in place?
I think, like I said, from analysis, what I've heard, I'll just do me, because that's what people want to hear. I've seen comments on the internet. What they want to really hear me sing, and I'm going to sing. And they want to hear my high pitch. I still do it. I'm going to do it in the album. It's ready. It's on the way. The album's almost ready. That's why I put it that way. It's almost ready, because I keep working every day, making sure I come up with something else, because nobody knows. Who knows? I could have like 20 hits, 15 hits, and then I could throw them all back to back. That's it, basically. That's it. That's what I say. That's it, basically.
Tell us about your collaboration with Iyanya and Pato Ranking.
Mommy, this your daughter. Smelling Naira dollar.
No, Pato Ranking's collaboration was done way back, you know, before he became what he is now today. I said to him, like, come here, you're growing up now, you're becoming bigger now, so let's do this together. He's like, okay, good, let's do it. He's been telling me, Baba, let's do this. I did it, and then it was good, you know. And then I said, look, let me go move on with more collaboration, because a lot of people say I've not been doing collaborations with people in the industry that they feel like I'm phased alone. I want to keep to myself alone. But I like people to give me that respect. So if I'm working with you, I'll give you respect. So we work together and then bring out something nice. I go beyond, hey, because you're hot at the moment, let's do a collaboration and it's going to explode. I've seen a lot of collaborations that have been going on and it's not been going right, and they're good. Both artists are very good artists and big and well known. It just goes and like, oh, let's hear it. But I the mistake most artists make in the industry is they don't want to sit down and write a song together. I have this verse, I've done my first verse, I'm going to give it to you, okay, check, I'm sending it to your mail tomorrow, check it out and then put your verse on it. No, I think it's better to sit down together and write it. No matter how long it takes for us to sit down, I think that's when it comes out as it. That's what me and I did at this song, with my song Wait. We sat down and come on, he gave me that time, I said, let's do this, yeah, let's do this, and we did it. And it came out nice, and I'm really pretty happy about it, because I think two heads are better than one. We all know that in the world that two heads are better than one. So we put the heads together and wrote it together, and that's what makes an album. It makes a good song, and that's what I did. Yeah.
This your daughter. Looks so fresh and sound. When she shakes, when she moves.
Tell us about the success story of your debut album.
That your daughter now hot cake. When she turns around and do the one, I say she blows my mind.
First album, second album. Oh, there was a fear I had when I was releasing my album, and that fear was that we had Black and Two-Face. I'd released their own singles, and it was perfect. It was working out for them. It was left for me to do my single before I came out my single. And they were on the up-tempo side. People were dancing to the song. I was on the reggae side. When I did the song FAZE Alone, and I was like, could this work? Would it work out? And just did it, and I dropped it, and that was what I actually did. And then it brought me where I am today. The first song before I came into Colemental and other songs, crazy songs in the album. They went to independent albums, the other album independent. I think that's what actually happened, basically. That's it.
Busta Rhymes said you are his favorite hip-hop artist. How did that make you feel?
Busta Rhymes is a legend. I remember performing that song somewhere in a hall. I came in covering my head. Nobody knew who I was. My head was all hooded. They didn't know who I was till I finished the song and I pulled up my hood. I think that's what actually impressed him. And I was like, who's this guy? And I thought it was over there. I saw his expression rather. Then when I got on stage for the major show, and I think he then came backstage and was like, what's that dude? Where's that dude? And he told me, and he's like, that's a good one. Then I got calls from people telling me he said something about the song on the internet. I should go check it. And I did, and I pretty much wanted to hook up with him to do a collaboration on that song, like do like a remix of the song with him. But at that time, I think it was getting too old to that song to be done. I said, let me do something really fresh and good. Okay, I said, okay, let me do the song with him, and at the same time do something fresh. But I'm still on it. Trust me, I'm going to do something good with it. It might not be him, but with somebody international and perfect, and I'll take my time to do it right.
Why are you not married?
Let me say, I've been to several relationships that almost led to marriage, but for one or two reasons, it didn't go through. And I sometimes blame myself because I always wanted a perfect woman. Forget that I'm not even perfect myself. So I did my analysis and got to realize that what I need to do is to adapt to what the kind of lifestyle she's living and try and adjust to it at the same time. And I always tell every lady that when a guy does that for you, you should also do the same to the guy. That's what makes everything work out for you. If I know she's the type that likes to club and I don't like her going all the time to the club because I know people's eyes will be on her and I know I can't stop her, I'm going to make her go out, sneak out one day and do it. I'm like, okay, you go, but be careful. You know, I try to adapt to it. Although I'm not going to be happy with it, but just let her do it and put that trust in and let her go do it. And then that's it. That's the adaptation. That's the word. If I can adapt to it, but the ladies also should do the same thing to the guy himself too. That's what I believe in.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes, I am, and it's going to lead to my marriage. I don't believe in just relationship. I believe if you start a relationship, we should be looking at the future and not just. My friends are married, they have kids, so I'm not because they are married, you know, and they have kids. It's just that you just have to find the right person. I think I found the right person.
What's your take on having a baby mama?
Okay, I'm going to raise 1 single, 2 singles, 3 singles, and madam will be at my side, not baby mother. Mama, my wife will be at my side. That's what I'm going to do. That's my impact.
What advice do you have for people with baby mamas?
I know some of them are not intentional. I know some of them are intentional, but they should keep praying, because what really matters about having baby mamas is the future. You know, how to train those kids and make them realize that to be in uniform with you as a father, because if you come from different parents, especially when you have kids from different parents, it's always difficult. You need God's grace on that, and you need to know how to coordinate those people together to make them as one, bring them as one together. So it's really difficult, and I don't blame them sometimes, because some done unconsciously, and it's done. But the truth is, they should know how to pray about it, to know how to cope with it, because the future really matters about that. These kids, basically, yeah.
You went into acting at some point. Why did you decide to do that?
I didn't just get up to do the acting. I think I was called by Amble. Yeah, that's Amble, yeah. And they told me to do it. I'm like, come, let me try and see something, if I do something different from what I don't normally do. And they gave me the script. I read it. I love the script, you know. I was like, music again, music in it. I wanted to do something different. And when I got to the aspect, I heard that I was going to be a fisherman. I read that part. I'm like, this is beautiful. This is a different side of me. I wanted something different, and I did well. I'm just saying to myself, I was impressed, because after watching some scenarios of the movies, they took me to the room. I was watching some clips. I'm like, this is me. This is nice. Especially when I was hitting that boot. being on the boat, and then there was time I was singing in the boat and singing that song. I just formed that song at the boat that moment. It was awesome, and then it gave me that mind to do it. But trust me, it's really hard to do movies. They take months to do movies. Take time and months. It's not easy. They don't let you go off your environment because they say if you leave that environment, you're going to lose out everything you're thinking about in that environment. So they kept up for 3 months in that environment. That was crazy, but 3 months of good money. Sorry, I didn't say anything.
How was your acting experience?
It was awesome. It was beautiful, but trust me, it was hectic. The music, it's easier than the movies. It's really hard. You get to do the same scenario over and over again till you get it right. And sometimes you don't get it right. You have to skip over to the next scene and you do something different. That's what it is. So it's really difficult. I don't lie about it. So I give kudos to all the Nollywood actors and actresses. It's really hard.
Do you see yourself acting more often?
I will. That's because I got to one of the governors of some states, some Bayelsa state, basically. Let me put it that way. Watching the wife watching the movie and called me, FAZE, I think I love what you did. Do more of this. Is nice and it's impressive. And that's I wouldn't say his name, his wife's name, but it's an excellency, I should say so. But she knows herself. That's it, basically.
Anytime I see, kiss me, caress and hold me, the one and only.
Do you write all your songs?
Yes, I did write all my songs. I do write all my songs, and I'm open to anybody writing songs for me too, because I don't want to have that same thinking. You know, I want to expand. You know, because the era is changing. You know, that's it. So I write my songs. I'm a good writer. I can write songs well. That's what I say.
Who are the people who have given you a push in your career?
Now we own the society.
There's a lot of them. I will not lie about. I know Go Round has done a lot for me. My partner Valanchi also, and my management, Odogo and Nazi, Plantashun Entertainment, Chooks of Too Much Music. A lot of people have done a lot for me. His Excellency Team Priscilla, he did it for me to support him. He's been supportive too. Yes.
I guess ability. Now we be VIP.
What is your greatest fear?
My greatest fear, losing my fans. My greatest fear. I can lose anything, my awards. I don't mind, but my fans, I don't want to lose them. Please don't leave me. I beg you.
I'm making all the cheddar.
What is the worst day of your life?
People know me well. If you don't know me, brother.
A day without music. A day without music. Yeah.
If you won't know me better, go away.
What is the best day of your life?
When a good song comes from nowhere. Girl, you need somebody when go hold you tight, or through the night. Said you need somebody. Hey, said you need someone like me. That's all.